I told you the boy is all bad business. You see, now it's the Raymond Muratalla and all this other shit. What's going on with that fight? Why you don't like that fight? He went back and started talking about that he want to fight Kid
Austin.
Kid Austin. He going back saying he want to fight Kid Austin. But you just did a match make for Kid Austin against Abdullah Mason. You said that Kid Austin wasn't ready. He need to fight Abdullah Mason. Raymond Muratalla and Robert Garcia come out and say that they'll fight him, and then he'll switch to something else.
I think Shakur hungry for a fight.
I mean, how you gonna be hungry for a fight and you passing up every fast food in town? The man driving right past, Jack in the Box. I'm hungry. They go Jack in the Box. They go McDonald's. They go Burger King. I mean, goddamn, stop a lot.
I mean, I'll be honest, Bill. Half the time, I don't even really be paying attention to the social media stuff because that's not how business gets done in boxing. Like,
not unless you're part of the Haney team, because we've shown, and I think he's coming back, and they're saying what they're gonna do, but he ain't never sent out an offer to nobody. How are you going to be all this that you say you are with all the fans, but you keep saying, send me an offer, send me an offer. Send me an offer. Well, when you got an offer, you didn't take it, nor did you counter. You didn't counter the offer. You went into the WBC. You were not even going to do good business with nobody. Nephew ain't going to do. No, I'm telling you, he is not going to do good business with nobody. As soon as you start, he's going to mention the name, just like he mentioned the Muratalla, mentioned with Robert Garcia. As soon as they start talking about it, he started talking about something else. He's going to start talking about the weight. He's going to talk about everything, dog.
Yeah, but look, when we talk about Shakur Stevenson business, right? Like when we talk about he ain't going to do good business, isn't Shakur Stevenson business top rank business?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And we know that Top Rank and that Hall of Fame promoter and Bob Arum, right, and their team, when they want to make something happen, they come out and say that's what they want to make happen. They call on it. I mean, they talk about it. Yeah.
About that, but that's kind of my point, though. Is like, don't you think he's in a situation where, like, even though he may say, "Hey, I want this guy. Hey, I want that guy. Hey, I'm willing to do this." At the end of the day, it's really kind of what Top Rank wants to do. No?
Can Canelo do what he wants to do?
Yeah, but Shakur's not Canelo.
Can Tank Davis do what he wants to do?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. But I mean, he's still with a company that, you know, maybe they have some, you know, different ideas on what they want him to do. No.
Can Devin Haney do what he wants to do?
Devin Haney can do what he wants to do because Devin Haney he's free. He's not tied to a company like that. Other than Devin Haney Promotions.
Listen, Devin Haney has never been a slave. He's never been a slave. And we're from Oakland. We're from Oakland. And one thing that my mom, being a Black Panther, you know, being in that movement, was we wanted the ability to own our own shit. We wanted the ability to be considered men, considered bosses, considered kings, considered queens by our work. You know what I mean? And that's what I believe that the Panthers stood for, is equal opportunity for everybody. You know what I'm saying? The opportunity to compete, the opportunity to buy, the opportunity to live where they were saying that we couldn't live, the opportunity that we're supposed to have the same rights with police officers as everyone else is. And that kind of mindset came from Oakland. That's what we believe. And you can't tell us that we're going to be a slave to nobody, to no company, no nothing. So I don't know how the fighters come and push boxing back to the horse and buggy days, and they just be, you know. Yeah, that's another thing. He said, call my promoter. Talk to my promoter, but you out talking. Man is out talking, saying send an offer, and then when you go to talk, he said, talk to my promoter.
But that's him letting you know, like, listen, I mean, you know, in order to make it happen, it's gotta go through Top Rank. I mean, Top Rank has to be involved some way, some shape, somehow. Like, he's not really, in my opinion, I don't know, because I don't really know Shakur's business setup or anything like that.
Ain't
But
no business. It's bunk. It's bunk business. That's what it is. It's bunk business. Ain't no real business. You know what I mean? Because
I mean,
he's damn near 2 years older than Devin, a year or something older than Devin, and he still keeps saying the same old shit.
which
You
is
know
what
I mean?
I think he's willing to fight anybody and
Well,
everybody. But
when are you
again,
going to fight anybody and everybody? No, we don't want the everybody. We just cool with the anybody.
but I'm just saying, he's in a, like, again, you guys are fortunate because of the path that you traveled in boxing. You didn't take a traditional path, whereas Shakur took a traditional path, signing with a promotional company, a promoter.
And I'll
So
tell you, let me say something to the people in the chat that talk about Lomachenko. We did not just beat Lomachenko, we made Lomachenko cry. Who's made Lomachenko cry? And it ain't he cried because he lost because he had already lost twice. This was his third loss, but this was the worst one because it was for all the marbles. And in that 12th round, right, in that decisive 12th round, he backed up. I don't want to say he backed up but he backed up and he didn't get down where he was mad at. He didn't go get it. So all the people in the comments and all the people, Loma, you're really tank distractors. That's what you really are, Tank Davis fans. Loma. Man, if you don't knock it off, I bet
wait,
if
you
I
think
tap
he?
I bet if
You think?
I bet if I tap it, it's a nigga.
You think so? You think?
Listen, on my live, looking for me talking about anything other than Devin, it's a nigga. And I'm saying a stupid one. One. Ain't no Ukrainians on. Ukraine is mad as shit at Lomachenko for that performance against Devin Haney. That's not what Ukrainians, they fight to the end, to the death of them. You see what they're doing? The Ukraine way is fight to the death, right? Fight to the end, fight to that last minute. What did he do? He didn't even come out for the 12th round, so I don't want to hear no shit like that. We came out that first round banging, and we finished that fight banging because that's what y'all said, that we gonna run, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, and we we gave it to him. But I just wanted to just say that about Loma. So yeah, he was crying in there. So how many people that made the great Lomachenko cry?
I mean, I'm not going to dispute that he was in tears after the fight. I mean, you can't argue that.
Just like they do. Them people, they go in there when they see a confident black man on here looking them dead in their face. They do just like Loma do. They go in there and cry. They they're just like they're in the comment section. Yeah, I'm a confident black man, and I'm going to come on this joint, and I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to stay proud, regardless. Because to get to where we are right now is a heck of an accomplishment.
Shakur recently said that you never. Shakur. Oh. Listen. Hold on, listen.
God damn.
He said recently that you never sent him any offer to fight, not even a 75-25 split, even though he was on tape admitting y'all did.
Well, how did anybody find out that we were even talking at all? That anything was on the table? Sean? Did he bring it to the forefront? Did we hear from Shakur first? And he said, "Lil bruh, I'm not taking that 25%." Everybody remember that?
Sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
Recall,
so it wasn't us that came out to the media and left the negotiation on the table. If he wanted to counter the 25, if he wanted to ask for whatever, he stopped asking and came to talk to y'all. But I think they changed Twitter because of Twitterson and changed it to X.
Yeah, Shakur said the Ryan fight.
Here goes Shakur.
Listen. Hey, we got to cover all bounds. You know how we get down. All right, Shakur said that the Ryan fight is a circus. So why doesn't Devin fight him instead of Ryan, who's not focused and mentally not there? Stop the circus.
Hey, Shakur, why you didn't say all that shit before we signed to fight Ryan? Huh? Why you didn't say all that? Every time Devin got a fight, here come Twitterson. Here come Twitterson. I'm telling you, every time he got a fight, here come Twitterson. And even when we tried to negotiate with Twitterson, right? We tried to talk to him. He came back out and started tweeting. That's why they changed it to X.
Raymond Muratalla called out Shakur for the next fight. What do you think about that matchup?
I think that's a good matchup. I've been knowing Raymond since I was a little kid. We've been sparring since we were little kid. Me, him, and Ryan. We all sparred one day. Raymond always been good. Yeah, I think that fight should be easy for them to make because they're on the same side. I don't see why not.
Shakur said he's going to turn it all the way up in his next fight. What do you think that means?
We'll see. He said at the last fight, didn't he? Right?
Who do you think he should fight?
Did he say at the last fight?
Yes, he did.
And what did he do?
He moved around and won.
Okay. All right.
Do you think he should fight a guy coming forward? I mean, he's got to look good in this
I don't know
fight.
who he should fight. I want him to listen. Fight whoever he want to fight. I think he's fighting Zara Abdullayev or
Didn't you break that news?
I broke it. Yeah, I broke it. Yeah. But I don't know if they still gonna fight or not. I don't know.
What would you say to someone that says like a Shakur fan that says he had a hand injury, man? Like, you know.
No, if he had a hand injury, just go rematch. De Los Santos. Wasn't it De Los Santos?
Yeah, De Los Santos.
De Los Santos. Yeah, I like De Los Santos. Go rematch.
What are your 3 dream fights that you can have?
Dream fights. Me and Tank, me and Matthias, me and Tio.
That would be huge.
Devin, do you think that'll happen?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Oh, it depends. You know, I know they want me. I know I'm the guy that, you know, I'm the guy that bullies the bullies. I'm the guy that steps up, you know what I'm saying, when nobody wants to. I'm the guy that, you know, steps in and saves the day. So they might need me to come save the day and go fight Matthias. They might need me to go, because, you know, guys say that they want to become champion, but then they say it's a weight hydration limit on the IBF rules or something like that. You can't. Since when did we ever do this? You never been a world champion before. You never accomplished nothing, and you talking about a rehydration limit. Like you somebody. You're not nobody. So like I said, they might need me to step in, you know, save the day and bully the bully, fight the guys that these guys don't want to fight, and I will.
What do you make of?
And I said, I don't know about. You know, I'm not really interested in being undisputed, but now I am.
At 140?
At 140.
What do you make of like the boogeyman aura, like they're trying to portray on Matthias?
Nah, they're using that to sell him. They're using that to sell him, but he ain't no boogeyman to me. And after this fight, if he want to explore the fight, if he wants to fight, he's with Eddie. I'm over here with Eddie. Me and Eddie work together. That fight could be made.
You still interested in 140?
If Tio want it, I'm over here at Top Rank right now. We can make that fight too. So y'all know, listen,
You're everywhere.
I'm everywhere. Listen,
Do you think
it don't matter. I want to make the biggest fights happen with the best fighters in the world because I truly believe I'm the best. And I'm not just talking. I'm not on Twitter just saying this. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm for real.
It seems
check my resume. It shows.
It seems like you're like one of the only ones actually doing it, where other fighters are just attaching themselves to one, and you're freely going around.
Yeah. Of the younger guys, I am the only one doing it. Well, no, I gotta take my hat off to Tio. Tio doing it too.
Yeah.
You know, Tio is doing it, and
but I'm saying in terms of I'm saying in terms of not staying with someone so that you can make
these guys
the fights.
can't do that. They're locked in long contracts.
Are you able to do that?
No, I mean, you know, me and my dad put up. You know, we put myself in this position. We worked hard to be in this position to where I'm able to do that. So you know, I don't sign no long-term things, but because I want to make the biggest fights happen, and I've been saying this for a while. And thank you guys.